Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Storytelling English. Today, I want you to close your eyes for a moment and imagine something extraordinary. Imagine a little boy standing barefoot on a dusty street. His football is not made of leather. It is made from old plastic bags tied together with rope. Around him, there are no cameras, no cheering crowds, and no shining stadiums. Yet as he kicks that homemade ball, he imagines something impossible. He imagines lifting the World Cup. Thousands of miles away, another child is dreaming the exact same dream. One lives in Africa. One lives in South America. One lives in Asia. One lives in Europe. Different languages, different cultures, different lives, but the same dream. And that dream has a name, the FIFA World Cup, every 4 years. Something remarkable happens. For a few weeks, the world seems to stop. People leave work early. Families gather around televisions. Restaurants fill with excited fans. Cities become silent when a match begins. And when a goal is scored, entire nations erupt with joy. No other sporting event brings humanity together quite like the World Cup. But how did it become so powerful? The answer begins with one simple truth. Football belongs to everyone. Unlike many sports, football asks for very little. You do not need expensive equipment. You do not need a perfect field. All you need is a ball and a place to play. Because of this simplicity, football spread across the planet faster than anyone imagined. Soon, people were playing in crowded cities, remote villages, mountain towns, and coastal communities. Wherever people lived, football followed. As the game grew, one question began to appear. If countries could compete in wars and politics, why could they not compete in football? Why not create a tournament where the greatest players from every nation could face each other? That dream eventually became reality. In 1930, the first FIFA World Cup was held. No one knew if it would succeed. Travel was difficult. Money was limited. Many countries hesitated to participate, but those who came helped create history. The world had witnessed the birth of something special. What started as a small competition slowly transformed into a global phenomenon. Then came moments that would live forever, moments of joy, moments of heartbreak, moments so dramatic that even people who never watched football remembered them. One of the greatest lessons of the World Cup is that victory is never guaranteed. History is filled with powerful teams that seemed unstoppable. Yet football has a strange way of surprising everyone. Favorites lose. Underdogs rise. Heroes emerge from nowhere. And dreams are shattered in seconds. That uncertainty is what makes the tournament magical. Every match feels like a story, waiting to be written. Over the decades, football gave the world unforgettable legends. Young players arrived as unknown dreamers and left as global icons. Some came from poor neighborhoods. Some grew up facing enormous challenges. Yet through determination and talent, they reached the biggest stage on Earth. Their stories inspired millions, not because they were perfect, but because they proved that extraordinary. Things can come from ordinary beginnings. As technology improved, the World Cup grew even larger. Television carried matches into homes across the globe. Then came the internet, then social media. Suddenly, a goal scored in one country could be celebrated. Everywhere within seconds, the tournament became more than a sporting competition. It became a shared human experience. People who had never met each other laughed together, celebrated together, and sometimes cried together. Perhaps that is why the World Cup feels different from every other event. It reminds us that beneath our differences, we are not so different after all. For 90 minutes, nationality, language, and background fade away. All that remains is hope. Hope that your team can win. Hope that your hero can score. Hope that something unforgettable might happen. And often, it does. A last-minute goal, a dramatic comeback, a penalty shootout that leaves millions unable to breathe. These moments become memories that stay with people for the rest of their lives. Years later, they may forget where they worked, they may forget what they ate that day, but they will remember exactly where they were when that incredible goal was scored. That is the power of football. That is the power of the World Cup. But my friend, there is an even bigger lesson hidden inside this tournament. The World Cup is not really about football. It is about dreams. Every player who steps onto that field was once a child with a dream. Every champion was once an unknown beginner. Every trophy began as an impossible goal inside someone's imagination, and perhaps that lesson is meant for you as well. Maybe your dream is not football. Maybe your dream is learning English, building a business, helping your family, creating something meaningful. Whatever your dream may be, remember this: no champion starts as a champion. Every journey begins with a single step. Every victory begins with belief, and every great story begins with someone refusing to give up. The FIFA World Cup reminds us that miracles are possible. Not every day, not every year, but sometimes, the impossible happens, and that possibility keeps the world watching. So the next time you see the World Cup trophy shining under the stadium lights, remember what it truly represents. It is more than gold, more than football, more than sport. It is a symbol of hope, a symbol of perseverance, a symbol of dreams that refuse to die. And that, my friend, is why billions of people continue to watch, not just to see who wins, but to witness what happens when courage, determination, and dreams collide on the biggest stage in the world. This is Storytelling English. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Keep learning, keep believing, keep moving forward, and never stop chasing your dreams. Because somewhere in the world, another dream is becoming reality right now, and one day, yours might too.